About Hashimoto's and Botox. And I think this is a very, very, very important topic. It's something that has become more understood in the world of Hashimoto's just recently. Okay, I have a paper in front of me, and it's a picture of a Time magazine article. Okay, not fairly recent, and the article is about how Botox is becoming used for depression, heart trouble. It says, forget wrinkles. Botox is now being used to treat migraines, depression, heart conditions, twitching eyes, overactive bladder, sweaty palms, and more. For some of you who may not be familiar with Botox, it's a neurotoxin. It's called Clostridium botulinum. It's a neurotoxin. It paralyzes nerves when you inject it in that area. The article goes on to say, some call it a marvel of medicine. Others caution that the risks are still unknown. So I'm about to share one of the unknown risks with you that is now, it's known. The researchers who are researching this are kind of tiptoeing into it because there's a lot of players in the Botox field, if you will. There was over 2.5 million shots of Botox given last year for these issues, but also for cosmetic issues. And what they're now showing is that Botox is a bacteria. So it's a bacteria that paralyzes the nerves. So you can put a shot into an area where you have wrinkles. It will paralyze that area. The whole muscle will relax and the wrinkles will go away. You can put a shot into an area where a nerve is overfiring, and so you put that in there, and the next thing you know, that nerve stops overfiring frequently in here for a migraine headache. Okay, so it's certainly tempting because it's quick, it's easy, it's a shot, and it works an awful lot of the time for what they're using it for. However, this bacterium, this Clostridium bacterium, happens to mimic. It's called molecular mimicry, and it's involved in most autoimmunities. In Hashimoto's, there's a classic molecular mimicry pattern where there's molecules and metabolites on a gluten protein that look exactly like molecules on the thyroid tissue, which look exactly like molecules on your cerebellum, and it's called the molecular mimicry. And what that means in English is you get an attack on one of those things. You get an attack on that gluten protein, and the tissue here on your thyroid and the tissue on your cerebellum look exactly like the tissue that's being attacked on that gluten. If you have that, then you eat the gluten and you get all the thyroid symptoms, you get all the cerebellar symptoms, dizziness, vertigo, balance, migraines, blurred vision, muscles that won't turn on and off, and you walk into your doctor. You put that together with all your Hashimoto symptoms, your doctor's standing there glassy-eyed going like, what the hell is going on here, right? That's what they're finding out that Botox does. And it's not small. One of the studies that I saw was that relative to people, they did a study on it was several hundred people who had Hashimoto's. Some of them had no symptoms. They saw that if they took a shot, that the antibodies would skyrocket, that the immune attack on the thyroid would actually skyrocket. But with this molecular mimicry, what can occur is you may have silent autoimmunity. So you might have Hashimoto's and not know it. It's called silent autoimmunity. You have the propensity to have an attack on your thyroid, and you're not getting any symptoms. Nobody's looking for it, so nobody knows it's there. But then as time goes on and you do all of the things that can cause this immune attack to start attacking your thyroid more, you get high blood sugar, low blood sugar, gut problems, bad bacterial infections in your gut, food sensitivities, toxicities, nutrient deficiencies, all of these things that can cause inflammation. Every one of those can make this start to do more. It can make the immune system start to do more. And so, I mean, not enough sleep, no exercise, poor relationships. I mean, all these things. But if you're a person that's pretty healthy, and you're exercising and you're eating right and you're doing a lot of things, this immune attack may never get to the point where it really becomes serious enough for you to even know you got it. But a shot of Botox will. But a shot of Botox, not all the time, according to these studies, but a shot of Botox, a significant percentage of the time, will set the immune system off, because that person already has an autoimmune attack against their thyroid that they don't know they have. Now they take the Botox, and all of a sudden you have this molecular mimicry where the immune system starts attacking the Botox. Then it starts attacking the thyroid more, and the next thing you know, you have now set off a Hashimoto's response. And you're off to the doctor, and your lab tests are normal, and you're irritable, and you got short temper, and you're putting on weight, and your hair's falling out, and you have anxiety and heart palpitations, and all that type of stuff, and your your thyroid stimulating hormone is normal, and you're going like, what happened? Well, I didn't do anything. Well, how did it happen? Just came out of nowhere. What did you do? I didn't do anything. Because you're not going to say, oh, I got a Botox shot. You think that was it. It's a big deal. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays with it being used in so many different areas. But as this magazine points out, investigations are going forward on what these unknown medical risks are, and this study was a part of that. So we may find out that, sometimes it's like when things are too easy, it's just not always the right thing to do. So, if you're doing Botox for migraines, I get it. There are other ways, but that's an easy way, okay, if it works for you. But if you're doing it for cosmetic purposes, I don't know if the trade-off is really worth it, but you have to decide on that. So this is a big one, Botox and Hashimoto's. It's for real, and you're probably going to hear more about it in the future. I just came across it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like sitting there stunned with my mouth wide open. So that's it, Botox and Hashimoto's. Whoever thought those two would go together. All right, see you next time.